Hey everyone, Pestmori here, and welcome to Trials of Innocence. Okay, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, you. Get ready for the next battle. That song is really... That's a bit jarring. Hey, can you like turn off the boombox or something? I know that's like the only song you have. I know it's great, but come on. Well, finally made it through the first day. What a troublesome case. Those two lawyers are not easy to deal with, and now with Justice Kaida stirring things up. I just had a meeting with my subordinates. To get them motivated, I almost broke another table. You know what? I think this song is... Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, there we go. Like slightly softer. Speaking of which, where's that quiet guy? He asked to be a part of the case, but now he's nowhere to be found. Ah, forget it. He's Mr. Schubert's son, so he probably won't do anything ridiculous. I should focus on gathering evidence. The forensics work on the 101st floor should be finished by now. Luckily, the crime scene is close to my office, so I don't have to waste time on the way. I've put away the unnecessary evidence in the drawer. Time to head out. Please tell me this song isn't gonna be... This song is... still playing. Huh? Okay. Is that Justice Kaida? Why isn't he staying at the consulate and instead coming here? During today's trial, someone clearly mentioned seeing him near the crime scene. I really hate dealing with politicians, but since I've encountered him, I might as well try to strike up a conversation. Please wait, Mr. Justice. Hello, I'm Prosecutor Stella Ray, in charge of this case. I believe you may know me. Of course, your reputation is very well known. Being complimentary in words, yet no trace of humility in his expression. This insincere flattery is nauseating. Could you please cooperate and answer a few simple questions? Ahem. That may be difficult. What? As a high official, I have other duties and not obliged to cooperate with your country's prosecution inquiries. But... Shut up, phone. But according to witnesses, you were present at the scene when the incident occurred. I was invited to attend a ribbon-cutting ceremony that day. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? Daft bitch. I'm not just referring to this building, but the specific crime? Also demanding my cooperation without proper procedure seems rather improper, doesn't it? No need to rush. Everything you want to know will be explained in court tomorrow. In court? Are you going to testify tomorrow? Exactly. But first, standard procedure. Mr. Justice, this is my badge. Please cooperate with me to answer a few questions. He didn't even look at it. Being rude to me is one thing, but being disrespectful to the sacred badge is intolerable. Mr. Justice, the badge represents fairness, justice, and the dignity of my country's judiciary. There are countless people with various badges. I'm busy with official duties and can't authenticate them one by one. Give it to my secretary, Mr. Tanaka. After verifying its authenticity, he will arrange a meeting with you. You know I'm a real prosecutor, so how could this badge be fake? Ridiculous! Calm down. Being angry is not good for my hair. Wait, it isn't? The reason why I'm concerned about this case is not because Galaxy's my son, but mainly because he's a citizen of Neon. I apologize for the trouble the case has caused to your country, but I disagree with the rash actions of your procuratorate. Are you saying we charged the wrong person? Oh, he's saying that. In court tomorrow, I'll make sure you regret the words you said. Yeah, because it's him. As a politician, my life is transparent to the country. If you want to know my personal schedule, you can refer to the headlines in the newspaper. If you have further questions, you can raise them at the press conference in a few days. Mr. Justice, I have no interest in those matters. I just want to know the role you played in the case. You will get the answer in court. Mr. Justice, if you are preparing to testify in court tomorrow, as the prosecutor in charge, I have both the obligation and the authority to know the content of your testimony. Firstly, I'm not a citizen in your country, so your authority can kiss my ass. Secondly, I have not formally become a witness, so there is no need for me to accept any of your inquiries. Your evasion of the issue leads me to wonder if your testimony will contain questionable content. Your word trap is too crude. I take the witness stand to facilitate better exchange and learning between the judicial systems of our two countries. If you have any objections, you can address them directly to your Minister of Justice. I really don't have time for these trivial matters. I see. I'm sorry. This bastard. Ooh. If you weren't the Vice President of Neon, I would have punched you. Same. Regarding the defendant in this case, are you? My son has caused a lot of trouble for your country, which I consider a failure in educating him. I'm well aware that the outcome of this case may, to some extent, affect the relations between our country. But rest assured, the long-standing friendship between our countries will not be affected by a minor criminal case. Does he imply that if necessary, he could sacrifice his son? I'm not from the diplomatic department, so discussing matters of bilateral relations with me is pointless. It's not about bilateral relations. Anything I say to you is pointless, isn't it? Maybe. No useful information at all. Should have been expected. I have many affairs to attend to. If there are no more questions, I'll take my leave. Such an annoying bastard. I don't even have the desire to stop him and ask further questions. He will testify in court tomorrow. I might not get the testimony even until the trial starts. Pointless to worry about uncontrollable things. I should deal with the matter at hand. Tessa should be at the crime scene. I'll go and check the results of the investigation on the 101st floor. But first, I'm glad it's not playing the Stella Ray theme. When I was a kid, I dreamed of working in a luxurious building. Looking back now, that was a naive wish. I'm not cut out for cushy work. How can it be called life without running around under the scorching sun? These decorative flowers have lost their fragrance. Should I buy some perfume to spray around? Why? I'm still hesitating. I sprayed once and the male colleagues' gazes changed that day. Why am I criticized for wearing perfume? It's baffling. They probably thought it was the end of the world. Because, you know, you did it. That's like the one thing they don't expect. Either that or they were fantasizing, I don't know. Yesterday, during some foreign dignitary's attendance, Tessa had deployed many SWATs at the security checkpoint. These people could have been resting today, but this troublesome case interrupted their holiday. That troublemaker, Galaxy Kaida, he has truly caused us a lot of trouble. Not really, it was mostly justice. Enough of cursing him. The lobby has already been investigated. I need to hurry to the scene of the 101st floor. Not even giving me the chance. Wait, what did she say again? Oh, 101st, okay. Yesterday's chaos has been completely cleaned up. These detectives are quite efficient. The incident just occurred, yet the scene investigation is already complete. Tessa's team works efficiently. Speak of the devil. Stella, you're here. Tessa, has the investigation here wrapped up? Why are you still here? Don't mention it. It's almost New Year and the higher-ups had nothing better to do. Suddenly this international big case pops up and all eyes are on me. Hehe. Who can blame him? I mean, what? Same here. These things aren't any better for me. I was thinking of getting a new cloak on sale before the New Year. Why? These troublesome Kaidas. They've stolen my precious time with my son. I had hoped to use the time before the new year to mend things with Luna, but this case ruined it. It might sound a bit vindictive, but I really want Galaxy Kaida to face some hardship. What, is he not already? He has, like, a dead mother, a dead sister-in-law, or stepsister. Wait, why did I say sister-in-law? Yeah, a dead mother, a dead stepsister, or technically she's her stepmother. Yeah, all the people that care about him are dead, and Justice is not a good father. By the way, the report you want is ready. You can check it out whenever you want. With such a major case on your hands, you managed to get it done. I feel like I owe you a big favor. Well, what you need is pretty important too. I couldn't afford a delay on either side. Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's get down to business. Yes. But first, let me search. Looking down from the window, you can see a wide view. Too bad I'm not in the mood for sightseeing today. This shooting case is unique. It's a fortune for Kujio to die in such a stroke of good place. What? From here, you can see the entire neighborhood. In a way, she died in full public view. It's the perfect way for an international criminal to die, but not the best time. I still think it's regrettable that she couldn't be held to account in court. Regretful as it is, her death is better than her escape. That makes sense. I've been staring at the floor. What are you thinking? I'm wondering wondering why Kujio couldn't have died in a simple way. Like being shot on the street with an ordinary gun, without being moved and without armor-piercing bullets or body armor. Wouldn't that make the case easier? Because the body was moved, we found witnesses in the process. Because of the rare armor-piercing bullets and body armor, we narrowed down the suspects. Because she died here, we could focus on the people at the ribbon-cutting ceremony. If she died the way you said, we might not have been able to investigate the case. Is this the difference between the detectives and the prosecutor's mindset? Only Stella in particular. Have you seen the detectives in other Ace Attorney-like games? And Ace Attorney? You think they're eating asbestos and microplastics for lunch and lead for breakfast? And radium for dinner. Okay, moving on. Although the caution tape is... Shut up, phone. Although the caution tape is still up, there are fewer officers than yesterday. We searched everywhere yesterday. If allowed, I'd take the floor tiles too, for some reason. Good thing you didn't. The floor is a solid structure. Moving the tiles might lead to the collapse of the whole floor. Hey Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. Hey, why do you show this? Are you going to teach me a lesson at the next salary review? He's gonna cut it. No way! Although I do sometimes threaten that loud-voiced guy that way. In our country, there's no hierarchical relationship between the procuratorate and the police station, so I can't do that. Besides, your rank is higher than mine. I was just joking. Why so many rules? This is official business, so it's better to keep things professional. It wouldn't be good if your subordinates heard us. I see. In that case, I'll show you my work ID too. Okay. We look like fools, don't we? Finally, you understand. This case seems to be deeply connected to Sky Shield and the incident number 761 5 years ago. It's quite coincidental that now you're in charge of this one, since you were involved in the case 5 years ago. I'd say it's destiny rather than a coincidence. Though some people will never see that day, Sky Shield would pay for what they've done. Yes. You kill him. I mean, what? The deceased are gone, but those who survive should live on with hope. Is that so? Hopeful. Having Randy by your side every day, yet your work efficiency hasn't dropped a bit. It's truly remarkable. Save the compliments. Let's wrap this up quickly. I have a lot to do tonight. Tonight, with the Spring Festival coming, most departments aren't scheduling night shifts. What do you have to do? To buy groceries, do laundry, and tell bedtime stories to Randy. It won't help no matter how many night shifts you give me. True, maybe I'll lend a hand after work. Don't bother. You're not cut off for handling kids. I know that much. He figured it out. Yesterday, we discussed how this case has been becoming more complicated as we delve deeper. It happened at the at a specific time and place, and the victim had a particular identity involving a slew of international figures. Indeed, especially Cal's pistol gave me chills when I saw it. That pistol. It's the first time it's been seen since that incident number 761, right? Oh man, I needed to sneeze, but I couldn't. Blech. Exactly. This pistol has been missing for 5 years. It seems it should have been in Kujio's possession. I wasn't in court then. How did Kujio get it? Her skills were indeed amazing. It's our fault for being careless and letting her cut the power. As you know, the courtroom is a windowless room. Even in broad daylight, it's pitch black without power. If she used night vision equipment to sneak in during chaos, taking the evidence would be like taking candy from a baby. She couldn't use guns, right? What's the point of her taking it? Who knows? Whether she could or couldn't is just her word. It's impossible to prove. I always believed the pistol was with her, but ironically her death confirmed it. Since she was wanted, she couldn't obtain a weapon elsewhere, so she had to use this old pistol for self-defense. That makes sense. But then why would she end up dead from the pistol? It's too strange. Well, I don't see it that way. Maybe she already handed it to someone else. And then it somehow ended up in Galaxy Kaida's hands. I have a different idea. The bullets in this case are very special, with heads that leave no rifling marks. Can't even be sure if Kujio really died from being shot with that pistol. But with such a claim, would be highly detrimental to the prosecution. Won't bring it up in court. Anyway, I was tasked with security, and now deep in bad luck with this situation. Everyone knows the prosecutor's office is just across the street. Sky Shield is incredibly audacious, practically provoking both of us simultaneously. Oh? You sound like you've already equated the killer in this case directly with Sky Shield. No matter who Galaxy is, the person who killed Kujio in this situation must be connected to Sky Shield. I dare not to jump to conclusions like that. At least, let's find solid evidence first. Tessa might have a casual tone, but her attitude to investigation remains serious and meticulous. I still have a lot to learn from her. Leaving aside the intricacies of the case, the scene has been thoroughly investigated. Regarding the contradictions raised by those two lawyers today, what do you think? In court, I might dismiss their objection for trying to defeat them, but we both know if their questions aren't addressed, we can't rush to judgment in this case. Of course not. Ending the case ambiguously is not your style. Since we're on the topic, let's discuss the incident's process. Huh? What's with the music change? Although I hate to admit it, there were indeed issues with our evidence yesterday. If we insist that Galaxy fired 2 shots in a row on the 101st floor, the gunpowder residue on the 189th floor can't be explained. I sent someone to check that place out, and those marks were definitely from gunfire. It was a forensic expert who confirmed it, which is far more convincing that those two lawyers messed around with test strips. I don't think they would lie or fabricate evidence on such issues. Did you find anything about the so-called intruder on the 99th floor? Should I know that? The rope ladder on the 2nd floor has caused a huge security risk. If there's another infiltration route, as the head of security, will definitely be held accountable and have the right to report. It is serious! Can't you show a bit of urgency? Based on our current hypothesis, Galaxy Kaida arrived at the Skyrim Trade Center ahead of this victim, waiting for her. When the victim arrived on the 101st floor, he shot her and made some remorseful statements over her body. Then he moved the body to the rooftop on the 189th floor. There's a lot of evidence at the scene, along with the testimony of 2 witnesses. The only contradiction is the gunpowder residue on the 189th floor. I've thought of too many possibilities, but none of them match the number of the gun and the shots fired at the scene. Don't underestimate this small contradiction. One flaw can overturn a whole line of reasoning. I know that. I've experienced having a whole claim overturned by a contradiction discovered by hateful lawyers. Stella, I hate to break it to you, but you're the hateful lawyer in this case, or every case. Don't tell me that the person who killed Kushia wasn't Galaxy Kaida. Oh my, what are you saying? How can you be trying to exonerate the defendant at this point? I wouldn't exonerate anyone. I only serve justice and the law. Winning or losing the case doesn't matter to me. Not to mention the 2 lawyers. If I personally found out the real culprit was someone else during the investigation, even under pressure from my superiors, I would demand the prosecution drop the case. Your dedication hasn't faded at all. Come here, sweetie.
Objection!
I'm already 29! Tessa, you've been a mother for years. Can you be a bit more mature? Hehe. It's 3 AM. How are there still people on Team Fortress 2? Okay, whatever. What do you mean you're already 29? You're already 30. Oh my. The pixie from back then is really gone for good. I really miss the days working with you, Detective Stone, and Detective Goldwyn. But that's all in the past. Who the heck is this guy? Indeed. Tessa must have suffered a lot from the loss of her friend and husband. And you just had to bring it up. Bitch. Anyway, Galaxy Kaida is still the prime suspect in this case. I'm not changing that stance. Really? The stubbly guy was just here. My subordinate said he screamed as if he made a big discovery. Only that stubbly guy? So Luna wasn't with him. I bet those 2 will have plenty of ammo for you tomorrow. You better be prepared. Bring it on. Before the Kujo murder case, I asked Tessa to investigate a particular place for me. Although it's not directly related to the case, it's connected to Sky Shield, so I better not take it lightly. Tessa, about the investigation report. I had my subordinates look through it thoroughly. The place you wanted to investigate is named Mur de Maisons, right? Where does that place sound so familiar? Yes. I got suspicious because the bomb remote control that caused the explosion came from there. It's a luxurious Chinese-style residential... Oh, wait, is it that place? I don't know. Residential area. Oh, okay, yeah, it is. It recently became famous online because of the haunted house incident. After a thorough investigation, something quite surprising came up. The quarter was actually developed by an investment company from the Republic of Neon. Just as I suspected. Interestingly, its shareholders rarely show up. When we sent people out there, only the administrator greeted them. If it weren't for a murder case that happened there last year, it would have been a forgotten corner of the world. Did you find any contraband there? There's a stockroom filled with a lot of old stuff. The remote control seems to have come from there. But other than that, we didn't find anything illegal. In that case, how did the bomb remote control get in there? Stella, if I just placed the remote control in front of you, would you think it's a dangerous item? Would you check it thoroughly? You're right. I also think that place is sussy, but from our current investigation, we might be overreaching. If you're really concerned about it, you can check it out yourself. You might even run into an old friend. That's right. Detective Falcon works there after retirement. She might know something. But I'm swamped with the murder case right now. Let's put it aside. 5 years has passed in a blink of an eye. Out of everyone I know, you've changed the most. The series of crimes committed by Sky Shield may cause many to lose everything they hold dear. Back then, we were worried you would collapse in your grief. I didn't expect you to get so nostalgic, Stella. In the days right after it happened, I was completely broken. I didn't know what to do except cry. And more for getting pregnant with Randy, I might not even have the courage to go on living. Every bit of it is because of them. I know Detective Jem Goldwyn had been like family to you and your husband since childhood. But I never imagined Detective Stone would go to such lengths to avenge her. Haha, who knows? Many of Cal's thoughts were beyond my grasp, right up till he left me forever. Among the 3 top students of the police academy back then, I'm the only one left alive. Is that the group photo you always carried with you? Yes. I've kept it with me since graduation. Jem Goldwyn, Caliburn Stone, and Tessa Stanford. You 3 were the renowned young elites of the police force. She's got leaves on her head. It's quite funny. Detective Goldwyn was outgoing and possessed outstanding investigative skills. Detective Stone was steady and experienced, particularly adept at combat. And you, Detective Sanford, whose demeanor was seemingly gentle, held excellent command skills and precise marksmanship. The 3 of you were legends in the police force and are role models. You know, the 3 of us were the survivors of a notorious incident 30 years ago. Our parents died back then. We were rescued by a detective surnamed Drake and ended up in an orphanage. What are the chances of that? Due to our admiration of Detective Drake, we dreamed of becoming police officers ourselves in the future. We grew up and entered the police academy together. Later, we donned those uniforms and eventually fulfilled our dreams. We were not just colleagues, but partners who had grown up together. relying on each other since childhood. Jem was older than Cal and me. She is like an older sister, always looking after us. Without her matchmaking, Cal and I probably wouldn't have gone together. After all, we were both shy back then. Yeah! Nice! I remember in the 310 Cube Stadium explosion 6 years ago. Detective Goldwyn. Yes, in that incident, Jem discovered the bomb under the seat just seconds before it went off. She didn't have the time to evacuate the crowd, so she used her body to shield the bomb, trying to lessen the impact. Jem disappeared in the explosion along with half the theater. I remember the media hailed Detective Goldwood as a heroine back then. Her brave act significantly reduced the casualties. But being at the center of the explosion, she was obliterated in an instant, not even leaving a trace behind. Without her, I felt like losing half my world. And only a year later, Cal left me, was seeking revenge for Jem. Once a legendary trio, now I'm all alone, struggling on the front lines as a single mother. The root cause of all the misery is that vile criminal organization, Sky Shield. The path to revenge is still long. I changed my name to remind myself to use every ounce of strength to hunt them down to the very ends of the earth. Thinking about it, you have the most reasons to hate Sky Shield. But don't get me wrong, even with a blood feud against them, I'm still a police officer. Rather than just exterminating these villains, I want to bring them to justice in court. Unfortunately, over the years, we've only caught small fry. None of the high-ranking heads have been captured alive. Putting aside Caliburn Stone, who was undercover as the 7th-ranking head Triones, the 3rd-ranking Cerberus died in incident number 761, and the 4th Quadrant was killed at the Robot Research Center. The 5th head, drug dealer Hand, was shot by you, and the 6th Snowflake was also killed. Now there's only 2 heads left, Callens and Tuna. So almost all the high-ranking heads have been eliminated for various reasons. It's a kind of justice. But actually, putting aside the elusive Tuna, as long as Callens is at large, the organization still exists, so I've got my hands full. We've been focusing on Callens for a long time, but I've rarely heard about Tuna. Should I take this opportunity to ask more? Do you have any information about Sky Shield's 2nd head Tuna? Why are you so interested in her? I'm not sure. It's more like an unease about the unknown. Although the organization's leader, Callens, remains at large, we can find some traces of him. As for Tuna, we know nothing besides her name. She might pose a threat to us. Interpol's investigation to her hasn't been entirely fruitless, but Stella, please forgive me. You can't access this information until you can prove she's related to the case. I see, I overstepped. Just remember, she's American and is probably still hiding somewhere. The time bomb from the Oregon military base is likely stolen from her. She hasn't been active for a few years now. I don't think she's related to the current case. When did she stop her activities? Right after incident number 761. After Cerberus's death, Sky Shield did reduce his activities. But unlike other heads, whose traces were more or less grasped, she completely vanished. Could she have a special connection to someone who died in incident number 761? Forget it. Overthinking won't help. Tessa and I both agreed that Tuna likely has no link to Kuchio's death. I don't know about that. Alright, we talked long enough. Let's get back to our work. Agreed. Once this case is over, we should go shopping together. Come on. Whenever you're free, you should spend time with your son, not me. Speaking of which, where's Randy? He's with Sirius. I'll head over once I'm done here. Oh, that loud-voiced guy is here too. I haven't seen him in ages. As long as Randy has someone with him, he'll be fine. I was worried seeing him alone in the lobby earlier. If his kindergarten wasn't on break, I wouldn't have brought him to such a complicated place. Better safe than sorry. As an Interpol handling transnational crimes, you can't afford to have a weak spot. Of course, I'll be careful. If anything happens to me, you'll have to take care of Randy. Don't say such things. If you can't handle it, I'm always here to help, but don't jinx it. Don't worry. I'm good. At least for now. You must be good all the time. I'm terrible at looking after kids. Alright. I had David Johnson open the door at the 99th floor. I'll go check it out now. I'm leaving now. We'll meet before the trial if there's any news. See you. Tessa manages to perfectly handle major cases while taking care of her child. When will I become a strong and resilient woman like her? I should re-examine this floor and then interrogate Galaxy Kaida at the detention center. Ah, god damn it. Deputy Director! Emergency! I'm serious! Ah, that ominous shout is... Prosecutor Ray, you're here! I have something important to report to Deputy Director. She just left for the 99th floor. Is it related to the case? Yes. As the case's lead prosecutor, you should know it too. The Deputy Director had me tracking the origin of Kuchio's bulletproof vest. Just now, I discovered his transportation route based on his serial number. I'm serious. Then report it immediately. Yes, ma'am. This bulletproof vest was from a batch of SWAT equipment purchased from Neon. I'm serious. For fear of Sky Shield's infiltration, the Deputy Director had me keep an eye on this batch. Each item had a unique serial number for tracking. I'm serious. This vessel's meant for our SWAT, but was stolen during transit. Stealing our equipment is an act of rebellion. Please let me finish. I'm serious. Thanks to the serial number, we tracked all logistics units to the city and found the vest's transit point. The transit point is a high-end tranny-style residential quarter in the city. I'm serious. Why? The quarter is in a remote area due to its investors' concern about resident density. I'm serious. It's called Murder Maisons. Wait, Murder. They really jinxed the name, huh? If you say it in a way, it's basically Murder Masons. Murder Masons. Or Murder Masons, I don't know. I knew it! I knew it! That place indeed has more secrets. The fact the victim's vest came from there ties it to the case. Go to the 99th floor and report it to Detective Sanford right now! Yes, ma'am. I'm serious. The site investigation is up to you. Have all reports on my desk by nightfall. There's not much time left. Finish it or come see me with your resignation letter. Sorry, I'm serious. I'll go find the deputy director now. Looks so sad. It's impossible to investigate the crime scene myself. It should be fine to leave it to that loud-voiced guy. I need to head to that quarter now. There's something even Tessa doesn't know. The prosecutor's car should be downstairs. I'll leave this building and head straight to the quarter via Unity Avenue. Murder Maisons. Although this quarter had a haunted house incident, this darkroom looks pretty ordinary. On closer inspection, the walls seem to be made of high-quality reinforced materials. Is it necessary? There was a case here before, and Luna had her first trial as a lawyer because of it. I initially planned to sneak into the audience, but I decided against it because I'm worried she might recognize me. It looks like just an ordinary stockroom, and I have no idea where to start. Guess I have to ask someone who works here for help. God damn it, it's this fucking guy again. Hey, aren't you that fucking femboy? What are you doing here? I thought you were arrested. What? Oh my god. It's so weird to see this again. It's like after 70 plus hours I see this fucking guy. Or this fucking femboy, I guess. Today I will take you on a tour of this legendary haunted house, legendary haunted stockroom. Though today's look is somewhat different from the usual, I still ask for your support, dear viewers. Why is there a girl in Han Chinese clothing doing live stream here? That is not a girl. Excuse me, miss. Have we met before? You! Why are you here? And why are you dressed as a... Why are you a femboy right now? I'm a prosecutor here. Here on official business. Please move your camera away. Whoa, it seems I've encountered an important person. Oh my gosh, it feels so weird to see you here. Dear viewers, please hold on. I'll end stream for a bit to handle something. Be sure to come back soon. What a strange person. So I don't know why, I don't feel any feminine vibe from her. Anyway, she seems to... she seems to know more about this place than I do. I'll try talking to her. Again, very weird. Standard procedure. Okay, never mind. What if I show you Luna's picture? Okay, I guess not. Who are you? Name? Occupation, please. Whoa, this really feels like being in court. I'm Shivery Camel. Shivery Camel and Spooky Shack. Please make sure to check out my streaming platform account and follow me. Enough! That's for your real name. Oh, okay. Don't get angry. I'm Bamboo Deer, a horror streamer. Will a horror streamer wear Han Chinese clothing? Technically, they don't have a dress code. So they can wear whatever the heck they want. I also work as a guide in Han clothing, in Han Chinese clothing, homemade craftsman, sugar figure maker, and key duplicator. If you need, I could even make sugar figures and keys in your likeness. What a mess! Wait, Bamboo Deer? I remember this being the name of a witness in the murder case that happened in this quarter. Wait, you're Bamboo Deer? Aren't you a man? And I remember you were arrested after that case. Why are you here? As expected of the esteemed prosecutor, you're well informed about the case. This outfit is mainly for work. Yeah, hi. No wonder I didn't feel a feminine vibe from him. He's cross-dressing, and he's doing a pretty good job, too. I mean, what? And his personality seems completely different when he changes clothes. I was indeed arrested, but you know, I was seriously ill at the time and was given a suspended sentence. Not surprising. Your fault in this case wasn't severe. Aren't you better? Are you better now? Yes, I had surgery, thanks to that old prosecutor. With his help, my brothers and my situation gained a lot of public attention. I also received many donations. Now my illness is almost cured, and I had just come out for some fresh air. I hope one day, more will follow Shivery Camel. I want to repay the donations with my own efforts. Under the current legal procedures, he indeed got the best outcome. Good. I'm here to investigate a case. I have some questions for you. Sure. I'll tell you everything I know. But first, standard procedure. Just talk to a fine. My gosh. You're no fun. What do you know about this quarter? It's pretty high-end Chinese-style quarter with low population density. But lately, it's mostly famous for its haunted house rumors, including the stockroom. Is there any rumors about transporting and hiding illegal goods here? I used to livestream here with my brother. To find something, I did investigate the place. I only know the owner is a foreigner who's rarely in this country. The managerial staff is mostly outsourced and reportedly lax. I don't think they'd be involved in illegal activities. A foreigner. Just as I thought. You mentioned the haunted rumors. Did they happen in the stockroom? Prosecutor. Do you believe in such things? Just answer my goddamn question. Okay. Found this on a forum. It said that someone walking their dog past the stockroom at night heard a screeching sound from metal dragging on the ground. This place has already known as a haunted house, so the sound led to more rumors. This indirectly confirms that something was secretly transported here. Right, if I remember correctly, this guy did something extra in the case. I'm investigating a case related to you. Me? In the case that happened in the quarter, you seem to have tried to retrieve something from the stockroom. Though you mailed it out, you left behind a postcard. Is that correct? Well, actually, it's pretty simple. At the time, I was very short on money for medical treatment, so I sought various ways to make money. And then I met someone online claiming to be a researcher. He was looking for someone to help him retrieve an item from Murder Maisons. I happened to be coming here to livestream. As long as I found the item and mailed it to him, I could get a reward, that's all. Was the item you found a black remote control? How did you know? And what's the name of this researcher? Quadrant. Quite a strange name. So Quadrant was already active back then. Seems that without Cerberus, Sky Shield remains a significant threat. Wait, did you just mention Cerberus? Does this person have something to do with Quadrant? Why is he interested in Cerberus? Do you know the Sky Shield head Cerberus? I don't know much, just the name. I really don't understand what Sky Shield is. Just now he was somber but composed. Why does he suddenly seem darker? My brother and I became orphans due to a bombing attack 16 years ago. Later I learned from the news that the person who organized that crime was someone called Cerberus. If it was 16 years ago, Sky Shield didn't exist yet. So he was already active under the name Cerberus back then. So 5 years ago, when I heard from the news that Cerberus was killed, my brother and I moved on and tried to start a new life. But you just mentioned Quadrant. Is he Cerberus's accomplice? Did I unknowingly help someone from Sky Shield? Yes. And because of that, my brother... Oh no, this topic is making him even darker. Sell me a sugar figure. You know they're delicious, right? Hey, who told you to wear that? And... Sure, you have great taste. My sugar figure stall is just outside. Just a moment, I'll grab my stuff. You switch moods way too fast. Okay, wait for me at the stockroom entrance. I have something to do now. Sure, I'll be at the entrance, calling out for customers. You'll hear me when you come out. Hope he feels a bit better. I need to find Detective Falcon. No more delays. This stockroom is bigger than I thought. I've been wandering for a while and still haven't found anything. Or anyone. Is that you, Stella? I've been expecting you. You are... Oh my goodness, it's you. Long time no see. I heard from other detectives that you were coming to investigate. Oh my god. How long has it been? Detective Falcon, I haven't been used to seeing you in this outfit. I'm no longer a detective. Now I'm just an administrator hired by this quarter. But even without the uniform, my heart still serves the force. Plus with our friendship. If you need any help, just let me know. I'll get straight to the point. I have some questions about the quarter. Still as straightforward as ever. If you need anything, I'm here to help. But first, standard procedure. I haven't seen this badge for a long time. I kinda miss the days of fighting evil alongside prosecutors. By the way, after I resigned, I handed in my police badge and credentials, but I got some accessories that prove my identity. Does it mean you still want to continue being a detective? Not really. It's just wearing them while shopping makes no one dare to shortchange me. Super convenient. Heh. Word, sister, word. Is that okay? Is it be okay? What? Okay. Oh. Interposed Tessa Sanford. She was the idol that everyone admired when I was still a detective. If you didn't resign, you might be like her one day. Forget it. I can't balance career and family like she does. She's like a superwoman, but I'm not. For me, retreating when overextending is the wise choice. In that way, I can relate to your feelings. But thinking about it this way, Tessa is indeed an extraordinary person. Even after all these years, your style of action hasn't changed a bit. Indeed, although I'm no longer a detective, my old ways have integrated into my life as a housewife. Being strict and efficient when educating children, handling housework swiftly, and charging into discount events like a pro. Especially when arguing with my husband, I am clear in logic and fluent in tongue. I have never lost to him yet. I remember his martial arts skills were award-winning in the city. Did she really win her husband by words? Although I heard from others, I still find it surprising to see you like this in person. Huh? Do you mean my outfit? Well, I have to cook as soon as I go home, so I leave the apron on. What? But you don't have to wear it to work, exactly. For a housewife, you work, huh? I mean, your abilities and achievements were on par with Tessa. If you had not resigned, your future would have been bright. Didn't expect you to worry about me like that. If I care about my career prospects, I wouldn't have left back then. Tessa was only recently reassigned, and she only handles major international crime cases. Without a capable hand like you, every case gives me headaches. Don't worry, like I said, even if I'm off the force now, it changes nothing. Just treat me like your non-staff member. Assign cases straight to me like before. Forget it. With New Year approaching, everyone's swamped. How can I make you busy all the time? Plus, your husband's back in the combat zone. They're the only adults holding down the fort at home. Don't push yourself too hard. If things get overwhelming, I could lend a hand after work. That won't be necessary. Stella, didn't you hear? Last week he completed his peacekeeping mission and returned home. He's finally got a proper leave. Looks like our family can enjoy a proper reunion this year. That's wonderful news. For years, you could only video call during springtime. I'm so happy for you. Once things calm down, I'll visit your family early to celebrate the new year in advance. You're always welcome. I can always show you the peace medal he brought home. The kid drags it out to play every day. Who knew his first words would be the word on it? It's great the kid is thriving, but is it safe to let him treat a medal like a toy? Let me get straight to the point. Ever since that bomb remote control emerged from here, I've been investigating this place. You're not alone. I've also been sussy of my employer. Although, my work is purely operational management, I never handle the goods coming in from the outside. As for when and where the remote control was shipped in or not, I truly have no clue. I trust you're not an accomplice of this case. However, the situation is more severe than expected. According to police, a pack of missing SWAT equipment was once transferred through here. What? How did I not know about this? I don't know. It includes at least one very high-tech bulletproof vest manufactured by the Republic of Neon. Have you seen anything like it? No. I've inventoried each item in the stockroom, and there's definitely nothing that conspicuous. That's odd. Could there have been another stockroom in the quarter that you don't know about? I worked here for a long time and never heard of such a place. If you can wait, I'll make an international call to ask the property company owner of this quarter. An international call? Just as I thought. To avoid any leaks, I privately used my contacts to investigate the owner of this quarter. This information was probably still unknown to the police. So impressive. How do you know he is a businessman from the Republic of Neon? No, that businessman is just managing the quarter on behalf of someone else. The real power's not him. That's so. But that businessman rarely shows up. He never gives anyone any operational directives, only occasionally bringing in new furniture. Whenever I report the sales, rentals, and management situation of the quarter to him, he always seems indifferent. Didn't you find that strange? Of course. I had doubts but never delved deeper. After all, I'm no longer with the police. And until the remote control appeared, this quarter wasn't the center of the incident. Telling her won't make a difference. The true owner of the quarter is that person. That's all I wanted to ask. Now I want to apply to you, the administrator here for searching this quarter. It's my pleasure. So please show me the search warrant. Don't tell me you rushed over here without applying for it. I came here immediately after hearing from Sirius. I had no time to apply for such a thing. The approval for a search warrant takes at least 24 hours. By then the trial will be over. Well, as the administrator, I can't allow you to act freely without a search warrant. But since I'm a citizen of the country, I must exercise my rights and duties. What do you mean? If there were stolen SWAT equipment here, it would be a serious criminal case. For the safety of the surrounding area and the interests of my employer, I should conduct a thorough investigation. And you, Sella, will be my temporary consultant. The fee is $1 an hour. Is that okay? What cheap labor I am. But it perfectly circumvents all the procedures. You're already something. Several villas and my administrator's cabin, as well as the stockroom, are all simple structures. If there were anything wrong here, it's likely within the stockroom. Just in case, we should check other places later. I used to handle field operations, usually arresting criminals. Searching is not my strong suit, so I'll leave it to you. Let's begin our long-awaited cooperation. Nice to work with you again. The stockroom isn't large. I need to investigate each and every corner carefully. Ceiling. What's wrong? Are you suspecting there's a hidden door in the ceiling? What do you think? I don't think so. The stockroom is only one floor, and the exterior building height seems to be the same as the interior. If someone had stolen police equipment on the roof, it would be ruined by the rain. Indeed, bulletproof vests may be fine, but if there are any firearms, water damage would be a big problem. Oh man, this song is bussin'. This is the national flag of Neon, also known as the Sacred Chrysanthemum flag. It's a symbol of the quarter's owners. When was this flag put up? Since the quarter was built? I occasionally dust it with a feather duster. But because it's hung so high, it hasn't been taken down for washing. Hanging something so symbolic in a place like this, wouldn't it become a spider's nest? That's what the feather duster's for? I kinda want to tug at the flag to see what happens, but since it's a national flag, would that be too disrespectful? No, pull it. Solid wood furniture, all in a traditional Chinese style, like things from the last century. After all, shut up, phone. The main function of the stockroom is to store furniture. In a high-end Chinese style quarter like this, emphasis is placed on such rustic ambience. With all these furniture pieces purchased by the quarter's owners? Yes, because both the owner and tenants often damage the furniture. We often keep replacements here. The owner's usually fine, but the tenants give us headaches. Each time we have to argue with them over compensation and resort to replacing with the cheap furniture stored here. If it were me, I'd shut up the person who breaks things with my fists. So, has this surveillance camera ever captured anything unusual? There are very few people coming into the stockroom. Mostly just quarter staff like me. The last time we checked the records was when the murder happened. How long would it take to review everything this camera has recorded in the past 2 years? I don't commend doing that. It would take a whole week, at least. Besides, how would you distinguish if the content is unusual or not? Even if someone did something strange, they will probably avoid the camera's view anyway. That's all there is in the stockroom. Mostly just some furniture. Did you find anything sussy? On the surface it does seem like an ordinary furniture stockroom, but there is one thing that catches my attention. This national flag of neon is just too conspicuous. Many tenants question our taste because of the flag. That's not what I mean. Just to be sure, please excuse my rudeness. Pull. Really? Okay. What? This is a hidden door. What's an unexpected finding? It's so dark inside. Is this a tunnel? Does this stockroom have a basement? Never heard of it. Let's go down and check it out. Bruh. Inside the hidden door is a long, dark passageway. Detective Falcon and I can barely proceed with the faint light from our phones. The winding path continues over 100 meters. When light appears again, we can't help but gape. Oh my, what the fuck? What are all these? God damn! You got fucking assault rifles, artillery. You got snipers, which can fire 50 cal. Oh my goodness. Is this the stolen police equipment? No, it's more than that. is fucking military grade stuff. These weapons can be classified as military arms. There's enough equipment here to arm a small army. Also, where are their faces? Could this be the source of weapons for that criminal organization you've been tracking for the past 2 years? All my investigation has finally paid off. Detective Falcon, you handle the situation here. I'll call Detective Sanford to take over shortly. Leave it to me. I need to report this immediately. Looks like tomorrow's trial will be very interesting. With the secret hidden in Murder Mason's stockroom uncovered, the entire case is starting to become clearer. All the clues hidden by the evidence are beginning to form a full picture in my mind. That brat Silas should be back by now. I need to call him to come over to exchange information. Luna and that stubbly guy, you have no chance of winning this case now. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Huh, it's nice seeing her smile. Very nice. I feel like looking at this all day because of her. But I have to move on. Next time. Well, that was unexpected. Seeing all the characters from Case 1 again. Yeah, feels very weird. Especially Bamboo Deer cross-dressing. Wonder why that's still a thing. Oh well. And, yeah, now we know that they have a lot of military artillery. Yeah, that was a bit unexpected, but at the same time, it's like they are terrorists on par with the military, so like, yeah, should have expected that. So what I think, I don't know how this will tie in the bigger picture. I just think it shows that Murder Masons was a place of suspicion all this time. You know, because in Case 1, you never really think much about it. And then it's like, you know, until the very end of the case, you see something mailed. Yeah, you know, by what's his name? Bamboo Deer? So, yeah, like, you don't really suspect the place, to be sus. But now we know. It's, basically the equivalent of Gus's restaurant from Breaking Bad. A hideout. Anyway, still don't know how this will connect to the bigger case, but we'll see. Anyway, next up, last is Luna. But until then, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Trials of Innocence. And if you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.